Now, the closing at retail slide here. What's it worth to you pre-close? If I ask a homeowner, when the time comes to get windows installed, do you see yourself investing $10,000 in windows? In this home, rather? And they say, well, it's a little bit more than we thought. Okay, can I ask you, just out of curiosity, how much did you think this job was going to cost? Pause, silence, curiosity look on my face. Okay? Emotions that I have are, I only care about what you think. Not I'm entitled to this order because I've done a long presentation. Not, well, what did you think it was going to cost? But, what did you think, if you don't mind my asking? Because I want to learn as much as I would certainly love to earn your business. And your homeowner turns around and they're going to have to say, well, I thought it would be about $8,000, $9,000. Okay. I appreciate that. Confused, curiosity look again, an interested, I want to learn look on your face. Now, when you came up with that number, did you factor in the pocket sill with the 4-point weather strip? Because you mentioned that you had drafty windows before. Do you see how a slope sill window won't exactly stop the drafts as much as you would have liked? Did you factor in a pocket sill? And your customer's response will be, well, no. Okay. Did you factor in the metal reinforced meeting rail with the male-female interlock so that when you lock that window, top and bottom pull in nice and tight to not only eliminate those drafts, but reduce the energy costs that you mentioned that you wanted to lower? Did you factor that in? Well, no. Okay. How about the trim on the outside? We do that beautiful brick mold trim instead of that, plain boxy look. Mitered corners, dovetailed corners, beautiful brick mold, so it kind of looks like an expensive piece of wood, but it's actually PVC coated aluminum. Did you factor that in? Obviously your homeowner's going to say no, and you have to make sure to personalize that to what their likes were, what they made a big fuss over. Now, if I get that response there and I say, well, can I ask you this question? Do you see yourselves making this kind of investment without those features in order to save money? Obviously, if you take those features out of my price or my product, my price goes down. And if you add those features to what your guesstimate would be, wouldn't they go up? Your homeowner would have to say yes. So, do you see yourselves making this kind of investment without those features in order to save money? I'm just thinking if your initial thought was to get windows to reduce all the things you pointed out on your needs analysis, if we don't go metal reinforced, will it stop the drafts long term? No. And if we don't go pocket sill, where you get just a slope sill with that exposed foam rubber on the outside, and you agreed that could crack over time, is that a long-term fix to the problem that you set out to solve initially? Your homeowner's going to say no. So can I ask you, do you see yourself making this kind of investment without those features in order to save money? Because, we can go to an economy line of window if that's what you want. And again, my face says, are you sure you'd want to consider that? Not, well, I showed you. Again, we cannot act entitled when we're presenting our price, when we're presenting our product. It's not about us, it's about them. And the more we can help them get what they want, the more they're going to help us get what we want. Okay? So when they say, inevitably, no, I want those features. Okay. If you didn't factor those features into what your initial guesstimate was, and you don't want to sacrifice them, how much more do you think it would be on top of your initial guesstimate to get them? I know what I think it's worth. I think it's worth $10,000 to do the job, but what do you think? It's not about me. I'm not the one that has to write this check. Again, pause, curiosity look, I want to learn, not an entitled leaning forward in my chair in their face. I have to allow them the time to think, I have to allow them the time to respond, and I have to create an environment that it's okay to say what it is. And that's why I even throw buffers in. Look guys, I don't get every order. This is really not about me. This is about you. I mean, what happened in that needs analysis, you told me what you needed, what you wanted rather, and I tried my best to show you what you had. Now, I have other options for you, but I mean, if you didn't factor those features into what you initially thought this job would be, I mean, how much more is it on top of that $8,000-9,000 guesstimate? Do you think it's worth to get those features? I mean, we think it's worth $10,000, but we're not the ones that are ordering windows. So, what do you think?
George, you know that woman just looked at you.
So what? What am I supposed to do?
Go talk to her.
Elaine, bald men with no jobs and no money who live with their parents don't approach strange women.
Well, here's your chance to try the opposite. Instead of tuna salad and being intimidated by women, chicken salad and going right up to them.
Yeah, I should do the opposite. I should. Yes. I will do the opposite. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice that you were looking in my direction.
Oh, yes, I was. You just order the same exact lunch as me.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
I'm Victoria. Hi.